Rio, what's good, gang? Hey, Rio, let me know if you could, what I'm sounding like, gang. What I sound like, NC. That's better? All right. All right, appreciate that. Y'all gonna hit the like button, man. I'm finna just go on take back off. Shout out SLG, man. Pond to pond, I don't even know what you talking about, gang. All right, so look, man, the easiest thing it is to do when you get out is to slowly fall back into that same bullshit that you was doing. And I'm talking about that shit like every day. That shit slowly but surely happening. Slowly but surely happening. And it's like you don't really even feel it because it's happening so slow. Until one day it's like, damn, I'm really back doing the same shit I was doing. Either that or you might be in the back of the cop car, like, damn, man, I'm really on my way back to jail for the same shit. For real, it's that easy. Cause what you fail to realize is these niggas that's doing this shit that you with, a lot of them ain't even got cases like that for real. Or they might got petty shit. See, niggas like us, we be having real time. Or ain't really had no real time yet, and you chasing it. What do I mean by chasing it? You done had 2, 3 convictions, and them people still ain't really gave you no time yet. They not finna keep on convicting you of shit and not giving you no time. They ain't finna keep doing that. Shout out to the game, man. Yeah, they ain't finna keep doing that, game. They ain't finna keep doing that. You gonna have to get your shit together. But when the police know you, oh, it's over with. You might as well move to another state or something, another city or something. When the police know you and you on their radar, it's over with. Every time they stop you, if you known for having guns or drugs, every time they stop you, they gonna search you, especially if you on parole or probation or anything like that. Any type of reason or any jurisdiction that they got, they gonna exercise it. Cause you an easy target. You already on probation or parole, or you already been in and out of jail. Oh, we know he a sweet lick. You sweet. We know he got some. Shit. We ain't gotta pick no needle out of haystack right here. The nigga a career criminal. You know? They ain't got nobody around them telling them like, shit, hey, nah, you good, bro. You good. We ain't gonna even involve you in that. See, they ain't got no thinkers around them that's doing that. They ain't got no old heads around them that's doing that. The old heads that they got around them, they in it for themselves and what they can get. For real. All you gotta do is tell them motherfuckers all about something and then you'll see. Straight up, tell them all about something and then you'll see. Hey, could I? No. Hell no. Now they hate you. Now they damn near want to do something to you. For real. Um, some niggas just be institutionalized. Some niggas cannot live outside of jail. They can't. They can't. I done seen it too many times. I did an 8-year bid and I seen niggas come to jail 4 times, 4, 5 times. Come not to jail, to prison 4, 5 times before I got out once. Some niggas do not know how to jail with society. Real talk. I could tell we got a lot of new like it's a lot of trolls, man. It's a lot of trolls, man. Y'all clean that shit up in the comment section, man. Yeah, we got a lot of new trolls, but yeah, some people just they can't live in society. I don't know how else to put it. Like society time done ran too far for them. They'd have been locked up too long, you know? Or they just wild like that and don't give a fuck. So they keep on going back to prison. And the police, they always got somewhere to put you, so you keep on doing whatever you doing, they're going to keep locking you up. They getting paid for you being locked up. And they got a life insurance policy on you, just in case you die while you in there. They finna get at least $30,000 from that. And they get paid for feeding you every day. Shit, keep on coming back. Why not? Keep on coming back. You know? Niggas be followers. Just because a nigga got some money, don't think that he's not a follower. Real talk. Just because a nigga got some money, don't think that he's not a follower. Niggas just got a position of power and some type of authority because they got money. But niggas with money follow trends every day. Just think about it. A trend come out, these niggas with money gonna follow it. We just had a trend come out with motherfuckers wearing Mario shoes. Big ass red shoes. And I think that they do that shit just to see, like, is these niggas gonna follow this shit? Real talk. So, you know, man, it's so many different reasons. Women is like damn near the biggest thing. What do I mean by women? Niggas come out, niggas get involved in these relationships, and then end up back behind bars for domestic abuse, domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? That's one major thing right there. Like, niggas got to be careful who they choose to live with. Straight up. Every time y'all argue, she kicking you out. The neighbors tired of that shit hearing y'all argue. You don't even got nowhere to go at this point. So you got to deal with this bullshit. Real talk. Yeah, that shit set up like that. So when you be hearing motherfuckers like, well, oh, he a jailbirded. Sometimes, I mean, if you really know and you got any empathy in you, then you can understand that. Some of them niggas be going back and going back and going back and going back. You done been back 5, 6, 7 times. Shit, you like something in there. Straight up. Like, you like that shit. I mean, that's too many times right there. Or you just a career criminal and you just don't know how to do nothing else but crime. You know? Eventually a motherfucker get old enough to where they grow out of that. Straight up. I said that, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. In my opinion, I said that this Dirk trial, right? The fact that somebody's definitely snitching is, in my opinion, probably the only thing that they got. How valuable is the word that the snitch, how valuable is the word of the snitch that they got? That's the question. Because what they checked his iCloud, they didn't find nothing incriminating. Of course, they got his songs or whatever like that, which I've been said, like, motherfuckers be telling on themselves in their songs and, oh, they can't use that in court. They've been doing that shit for a minute. You know? The feds are using everything under the sun. They saying that people calling the judge. They saying that people threatening the prosecutors. They saying that, you know, they trying to basically say everything. Dirk was doing this and Dirk was doing that and Dirk this and Dirk that. Ain't none of this got nothing to do with the case. Now a picture drop and they saying, well, wasn't supposed to be nobody in here with no cameras. And we got a picture coming out. We need an anonymous jury because obviously these people information or these people faces can get released and something can happen to them, right? Somebody was like, oh, I'm fighting a Fed case right now. You could have phones in there. Why the fuck would they? Bro, Y'all just be saying shit. Y'all just be saying shit, gang. It's literally a law prohibiting cameras in the courtroom, in the feds. Hold on. No, cameras and broadcasting are generally prohibited in federal court trials, both civil and criminal, due to long-standing rules like Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 53. While some specific exceptions exist, such as in certain federal appellate courts for oral arguments or for using video technology in limited civil cases. So they say, yeah, for using, like, for civil cases and shit like that. Yeah. You know. But in my opinion, man, the feds had that shit leaked. The feds did that. The feds did that. They won't let Dirk up out of here. Like, for real. And I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, well, Dirk an angel. Dirk ain't shit. Honestly speaking, I don't know what he did, but I know what he talk about that he do. But at the end of the day, I feel like y'all ain't got nothing on that man. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like, except for that motherfucker that's telling, whatever he telling them, he got to be telling them some good shit. And I think it's Vonnie. That's my opinion. Everybody else was at court except for Vonnie. Straight up. I really do think it's Vonnie. And we'll see what happened, but don't be surprised. You be like, damn, SCN said that shit. Like, Dirk ain't cooked like a motherfucker think he cooked. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I believe Dirk gonna come up out of this shit. And I ain't saying that on no fan shit or nothing. I'm saying that shit on, from what I see, I feel like he gonna come up out of there. Straight up. Because, I mean, y'all know how I look at it. If you do the crime, you do the time. If you get caught, they charge you. You get convicted. It is what it is. Straight up. That's how I look at it for real. But I think that he could beat that case. I think that he gonna beat it. And he got one of the best lawyers in the country. I seen something earlier, right? And I'm gonna say this, man. And a lot of people think that a person like Trap Lil Ross, man, shout out Trap Lil Ross, that a motherfucker can't do nothing to Trap Lil Ross. A lot of people think that. Like, for real. A lot of people think that, like, oh, he from England over there. He be over here a lot. Trap Lil Ross be over here a lot. I wouldn't even be surprised if he's already moved over here. Because here, lately, he's been over here a whole lot. So, Trap Lil Ross probably stay in L.A. some goddamn well. You know, because he do be with Adam, on Adam shit. Or he still may be overseas. Anyway, motherfuckers do have access to him, if need be. I said that to say this, Trap. Man, be careful, bro. Be careful. You know, you got these YNs threatening you and shit. And I think now at this point, I think it's kind of like you're gonna have to rub some shoulders, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't finna keep going for you just making all this money and putting all these murders on them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not finna keep going for that. And motherfuckers say what they want to about me, but at the end of the day, if you see me put something out there, for motherfuckers say, well, he's supposed to be did this, or he's supposed to be did that, they be saying that shit, literally, out of their own mouth. But if they say something like, oh, he got 20 bodies, I'm not just gonna, if you say you got 20 bodies, cool. The nigga say he got 20 bodies. I said that in this documentary. Y'all see how he come at me like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how he came at me, but he said that. He did say that. But one thing I'm not finna do is, oh, he killed Lil what's her name, he killed Lil what's her name, he killed Lil what's her name. You finna try to go out here and, goddamn it, guesstimate all of the bodies. That's crazy, Trap Lil Ross. That's crazy. He said he got 20 bodies. You finna go out here and try to investigate and put him on the scene of all of these 20 bodies. You know? I guarantee you some of them bodies that you putting on him, he ain't do. He might have did 1 or 2 on him, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like man, it's a thin line between jail and goddamn being free. Straight up. I mean, the discrepancy come in at when you damn near gotta put yourself out there like that to get famous, right? To get clouded up. Oh, I'm a killer. I do this. I'll shoot you in the face type shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's dangerous because we all know that the police is tuning into this shit. So you got to watch how you put it out there, but it's only so many different ways you can say, oh, I put a hit on somebody, or I killed somebody. So if you trying to clean that up in code, oh, I caught a hat last night, you might as well say you killed somebody last night because they understand what that code means. They understand that now. So saying that you caught a hat is the same thing as saying you killed somebody. See, the codes are made for they won't understand the shit. That's who it's made for the police won't understand the shit. When everybody know what's going on, then it ain't cold no more. You might as well say y'all smoked them niggas. You saying you got 8 hats, you killed 8 motherfuckers? Well, shit, maybe we could put him on the scene of some of these. He already hot. He already go to jail a lot. His homies done already caught bodies and in jail for catching bodies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. A lot of that shit y'all do to y'allself, but a guy like Trap Lord Ross, I'm telling you, gang, like be careful. You know? That's all I'm gonna say to you. Be careful. Believe me, I know this shit dangerous. SN gonna be careful. I be real careful. I'm extremely careful. Real talk. You know? I said I was gonna do a little Q&A, man. Y'all got questions for me, and I got answers. Well, if I got the answer, I'm gonna give it to y'all. I said I was gonna do a little Q&A. That's a fact. When you a blog and you get information off something that somebody from a gang posts, it's coming from the horse's mouth. So it's a lie. It's a lie that they told. I don't get why they get mad at bloggers for posting shit that they already posted. It ain't number reposting. I'm gonna repost it to put what I think, you know, give my opinion on the shit. You put it out there. I thought that when they do that, I thought that that's what they did it for. I really did think that that's what they did it. They did that shit for. What's good, gang? Ryan from Central Florida. Shout out Central Florida, man. If Dirk got out tomorrow, I bet Dirk would do an interview with Trap Lord Ross. I don't know. I don't think he'll do it. You been to Kansas City or know anything about it? Never been to Kansas City, man, but I heard it was a decent ass spot. But I heard it's ain't that Tornado Alley or something like that? Don't they have a lot of tornadoes up that way? It's definitely Midwest though. What happened to Lil Durk friend Varney in the wheelchair? Ain't nothing happened to him. He good. I think he just be staying a little low key now. Durk is over with. What we can learn from Trap Lord Ross situation. Any advice for a first timer going to jail? Yeah, man, mind your business. Mind your business. Shut the fuck up. Don't go in there acting hard. Don't go in there acting hard. A motherfucker play with you, go crazy. I'm talking about lose your mind right there. Wherever they play with you at, lose your mind right there. Straight up. 9 times out of 10, though, ain't nobody gonna really play with you like that if you carry yourself the correct way. Carry yourself with honor, dignity. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do no bullshit. Real talk. Just carry yourself like that, move like that, respect everybody, and watch what you say, and don't let nobody play with you. You straight. Especially in the county. Like, the county, you can go over crazy in the county. You can beat motherfuckers senseless in the county. Like, the county straight. You ain't really worry about too much in the county unless you catch a free world case in the county. So you got to pay attention to that, because wherever you located, you might be able to catch like free world assaults and drug cases and shit like that from the county as well. So, but usually with fighting, that shit be fair game in the county. Top 5 Chicago rappers of all time, drill or not. Top 5 Chicago rappers of all time, drill or not. No specific order, but Twista. I got to say Chief Keef. Got to throw him in there. Got to throw Dirk in there. Shit. This is where we get complicated at. Cause see, you got Common, man. Common just so tough, man. On a different type of level. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna do it, man. Damn. Polo G, King Von, damn, you got a lot. I'm gonna say Common, and Kanye. Fuck it. Common and Kanye. It is what it is. Who I got? Chief Keef, Twista, Common, Kanye, and Chief. Hold on, who was my fifth one? Chief Keef, Twista, Common, Kanye. Oh, and Dirk. Top 5. What can we learn from Trap Lil Ross situation? At some point, you gotta go and get in there, like with these guys. Like you Trap Lil Ross, you're famous at this point. So it's nothing for you to get in contact with these guys, man. They won't even charge you nothing, bro. A lot of them, because they want that clout. They know they finna get 1 million views on your channel. All you gotta do is get in touch with them. DM them. They probably waiting on you to DM them anyway. They probably feel like after they make Trap Lil Ross, they've made it. So at some point, before you do these documentaries, because obviously you're not linking with none of them, you're not talking to them before you do these documentaries, all you gotta do is holler at them. For real. I'm telling you. They gonna tell you what they want in there and what they don't want in there. They gonna say that. Would you ever go on Adam 22's show? I probably would go on there. And the reason why I would go on Adam 22's show is because I have no, like, I ain't in the streets, Of course, everybody know I'm a foe, but I ain't active at all, I'm a family man at this point. You know what I'm saying? Damn near, might as well say. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't do nothing. Like, I don't do nothing but basically take care of my kids and shit, what I'm supposed to do. So yeah, I would go on there. I'm not scared of going on there and being asked questions and answering those questions and going to jail for what my answer is gonna be. I'm not. I don't got no bodies or none of that. Trenches Newz and Trap Lil Ross can say the same thing, but because TLR is white, it makes him convincing, which is a contradiction. That's definitely true. I ain't gonna lie, they did that. I ain't gonna say they. I ain't gonna say y'all, because I don't know if you're part of that but they did that. When they started allowing everybody to come into the culture, and then it didn't matter who you was to come into the culture, and you just get off right there. You know what I'm saying? You just get off. You just come into the culture, and then whatever you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you post, whatever you put out, and then motherfuckers gonna flock to you, because at the end of the day, especially a motherfucker like Trap Lil Ross, you got people over there. You got people in a whole new country. Then with us over here, because your research and ability and your production and editing is impeccable. I got to give it to Trap Lil Ross, man. His shit is impeccable, But Trap Lil Ross never proclaimed to be no gangster. He never said that he was in the streets or none of that. So that's what's going to separate Trap Lil Ross from Trenches Newz. Trenches Newz is a guy that was in the streets. So for him to say some shit that's quote unquote incriminating, people gonna look at that like it's different. Like, for instance, you can go do some bullshit, But if the preacher go do some bullshit, people gonna look at him way worse because he's a preacher. He's supposed to be a leader of men. He's supposed to be, you know, a beacon of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Piety. So when he turns out to be other than, motherfuckers gonna look at him different. A street nigga can't do certain stuff. That's why they want you to claim that you're a street nigga. That's why they want you to uphold all the morals and bullshit principles and all that in the streets, because they know it limits you. It's gonna limit you. You and AK should do an official podcast with a nice setup and background. We actually had something going. I don't know if y'all remember the Street Center podcast, but we had some shit going. It was decent too. Chris Barnes was a part of it. Shout out Chris Barnes, man. But it wasn't the time, and the personalities clashed. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't had nothing to do with why we stopped doing it, but you know, you facing 1 or 2. You can do that shit on your head, gang. 1 to 2 years is crazy. You might not even go to prison. 1 to 2 years is crazy. I'm saying that's a good thing though. Like, whatever you did, 1 or 2 years is gonna be a slap on the wrist, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless you did some simple shit. But learn from that and then don't do that shit no more. That's what I said. They're gonna have to be torn for a minute to get his bag back up if he goes free. He definitely gonna do that. I don't know if I cut my monitor. I don't think I did when I came back. I don't think I cut the monetization back on. Oh, I forgot about Pep. Oh, one of them niggas coming up out. I'm sorry. That call me crazy, man. Call me crazy, bro. Somebody got to come out that top 5 because my boy right. He right. I'm sorry, Dirt. Dirt got to come out the top 5, man. Dirt got to come out the top 5, man, because Pappy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can't leave Pappy out. That's just my opinion. I forgot about Pap, man. Pap definitely top 5. That nigga was cold on some real deal rapping shit. They wasn't out rapping Pappy, man. They wasn't rapping like that, gang. Of course, I'll do an interview with anybody from Chicago. I ain't got no problem with none of the interviewers from Chicago. I ain't gonna lie, though. First and foremost, I want to do something with my boy, Fly Pirate Skins, man. Shout out Pirate. I like KB Nene. Of course, my boy 16 shot him. DJU. I ain't got no problem with none of them. I ain't got no problem with no Chicago bloggers or nobody from Chicago that be doing interviews and shit like that. King Yellow, it don't matter. Now, Herb's definitely in the top 10, but he's not in my top 5. He's definitely not. You see, and then in some people, it's like, out of that top 5, for me, the 2 that I couldn't leave out was Chief Keef and Kanye. Because I feel like they've did the most. Chief Keef did the most for the city. And I ain't talking about just what he actually did for the city. I'm talking about him getting on, like, really put a big spotlight on the city. I feel like Kanye did more for Chicago and just the rap game in general. Like, Kanye came from carrying bags to what he ended up being, a fucking billionaire. You know? And Kanye is very intelligent. Anybody that knows somebody that's very intelligent, I'm talking about that holds an extreme amount of intelligence. See, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You ain't finna tell me that a billionaire that's just ain't, he ain't got no, nah, this motherfucker smart. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anybody that's intelligent on that level, bro, that intelligence, sometimes it makes them kind of click. Like, it makes them kind of go crazy. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm dead serious. I've seen it many times. People that's real smart, they so far out there to the point to where they ain't, like, me and you, it'd be hard to have a conversation with motherfuckers like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll take somebody that's out there like them to even really communicate with them. Ill will. I don't know about that. I ain't gonna lie, Montana 300, he definitely top 10. But I can't leave out Twister. For me, I can't leave out Twister. Chief Keef and Kanye, they gotta be in there. And then I can't leave out Common. So the only person I got room for was Pappy. Oh, yeah. I'm finna be moving around. I'm finna be definitely be moving around. Yeah, Bin Laden. Yeah, it's on. Y'all know I got a lot of shit coming. They allow them to profit off their story. I think that it's kind of it's kind of like this. They see a blogger with a lot of subscribers, right? He do a story on them. It get a lot of views. That make them hot, right? That makes them hot. Because you got to think about it. Certain people, like certain interviewers, people pay them for interviews. Like, people will come to me to do a Chirac Street Legend on them, and they'll be like, well, what you charge to do a Chirac Street Legend on me? I'm like, shit, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually show me, you know what I'm saying? I got to actually, like, see what you know, I got to see your footprint in the street type shit. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker like Trap Lord Ross, normally people, they don't care. They don't really care. Yeah, you finna make some money, but you clouding me up. So, you know. And if they rapping, I mean, if you rapping and Trap Lord Ross make a video about you having 20 bodies and you know you ain't caught no 20 bodies, you know you ain't killed no motherfucking body, man, you good. You good. Ain't no way you threatening Trap Lord Ross or none of that. If you ain't shit, they got to prove that shit. I know I ain't did it, so who cares? Who cares about what this guy's talking about on the internet? We all know the BDGD story. You should give story on New Breeds, 4CH, Spanish gangs. Woo. I actually got I ain't gonna say an extensive catalog dealing with different gangs outside the GDs and BDs, but you gotta scroll, gang. You gotta scroll, gang. I don't even know how many videos I do have, but I got a lot of videos. You know? Of course, most of them I did before I got locked up, but yeah, y'all gotta look. Go on them playlists. That shit there. I'm telling you. Somebody asked me every day to do a video on somebody I did one on 2-3 years ago. That's how I know it's new people coming into the fold. He said Roman Bellic. Shout out my boy King Buck Wild, man. Name, image, and likeness. Yes, sir. You know something. He said, Street News, I got a question for you, brother. In the next 5 to 10 years, do you think nations will become completely irrelevant and Black Chicago sets will block bang like Philly and DC? That's already what's going on. That's already taking place. In a lot of these interviews, if you notice, they be like, well, what y'all is? Y'all BDs, y'all this, y'all that. And a lot of them be like, man, I ain't none of that shit. I'm just woo, you know? Shit. CCG or whatever, no, whatever set they claim. Like a lot of them be like that. Then you got some of them still be like, well, I'm this, I'm that. But the fact that you have all of these different gangs running around with each other within one clique is telling you that they're basically block banging. It's basically a block banging thing in Chicago now anyway. Nations don't mean nothing. Nations don't mean nothing. Period. You probably got a couple sections in Chicago where nations still mean anything, but predominantly, the majority of Chicago don't care about nations. They care about them blocks. So they already doing that. He said he still think Trap Lil Roth bites off Chicago scene 88, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Blessings, bro. God is still working miracles all the time. He's a drill fiend, facts, but he working, I bet. Trap Lil Ross be getting secondhand information at best. Yeah. Ty, what's good, gang? I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of people that don't like my partner AK, man. And you know, he can be a little rough to deal with sometimes, you know. He can be a little unruly now, you know. But at the end of the day, I hold what a lot of people don't hold these days. That's loyalty. See, I'm not gonna say this and say that, or do this and do that, just because somebody that I rock with having difficulties or they have a certain type of character that people say that they don't like or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I got some real, like, day ones for real. Y'all know who y'all is that DM me about, oh, AK, but at the same time, no, you know, that's my guy. That's my guy, you know what I'm saying? So there's no choice but to, you know, I hear what y'all saying. That, you know, AK is on man. AK is on man. Me, myself, like, I've been gone 4 years, so a lot of stuff that AK probably was saying and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know, but at the end of the day, I know, like, the relationship that me and AK got, like, that's my mans in them, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro ain't showing me nothing but, you know, just like the same relationship that me and a lot of y'all got. Like, if you don't do nothing but show me, if you don't never show me that hand, then I know it's there, because we all got that, you know, whatever in us, especially when we get intoxicated or whatever. But, you know, AK ain't never did nothing to me, man. AK ain't never, you know, real talk. So I just can't put them down like that. New Breed's one of the most underrated gangs in Chicago. Black Soul's definitely the most mysterious and get to a lot of money. That's definitely facts. I'm going to tell you like this. It's not a whole lot of neither one of those. I'm not going to lie. Those gangs of old, the Black Souls and the New Breeds and stuff like that, they're actually starting to kind of like fade away, fade out. You know, just like, you know, people grow up. People grow up. Just like you got this set right now, in 20 years, it'll be they kids and they grandkids and shit like that. And they'll claim something else. But it'll be the same, you know? It'll be basically they shorty. So, brother, I love your channel. You definitely gonna be big. Keep going. I watch all your videos. 771, I appreciate that. I'm sorry I'm taking out dirt for Pap. And I know that kind of sound crazy because Pap didn't get to do what Dirk has done. But if I got to pick, like, as far as, like, I'm sorry, I got to. I ain't got no choice but to. I can't take Twista out. I can't take Common out. That's mandatory. I feel like Twista and Common are Chicago. Like, when you talk about Chicago, like, for me, Common, Twista, like, And then I can't take Kanye out. I'd be a fool. How could I take Kanye out? The man's a billionaire. I can't do it. I can't make myself do that. I can't take Chief Keef out. He the one been at the forefront of the drill scene since it started. He the reason. For real. Chief Keef is a big part of the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. Real talk. Can't take him out. So it's either keep Dirk and leave Pappy out. Pappy coming in strong at, well, I ain't say no numbers, but Pap would have still had to been no less than 6 if I'm picking the top 5. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Dirk was kind of the only person that I can see myself taking out of that lineup, man, for Dirk, for real. It possibly is Twister or Common. And I can't take neither one of them out. But if I had to pick one of them to leave out, I'm sorry, it would have to be Common. I can't take Twister out. I can't do it. I can't. I came up listening to Twister, you know, Twister from the West Side, he from K-Town or whatever, so we just was real big Twister fans, like for real. That adrenaline rush shit, man, he had the city with that. Not just out west. Just showing love, broski. Marcus Maldine, I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that, gang. Gang of Street Legends is the same as Trap Lord Ross. I disagree with that. I don't go into, all right, Trap Lord Ross is going to tell you that Kill Bill did this murder. And then he's going to show you what he believes to be evidence of him actually doing the murder. That's a fuck. No, don't throw me in that category. Because even if I say, well, he allegedly did this, and I'm just going on what the internet said, because it's already public record, I might show you a screenshot of some tweets. Trap Lord Ross, this nigga gonna go, he finna put this shit together. When Trap Lord Ross get through, you did it. That's the difference. Even if you didn't do it, you niggas who did the interview on looking at the interview like, damn, what the fuck? Was I over there that day? What the fuck did I'm trying to figure shit out. Did I do it, motherfucker? Real talk. That's the difference. For real. That's the difference between our videos, if you ask me. Trap Lord Ross had you questioning your motherfucking self. Nobody reached out. I'm not catching your drift on what you mean by nobody reached out. People always reach out. LA would easily been top 5 if he didn't got at 16. Yes, he would have. LA was cold. LA was cold. And LA he was nowhere like close to what he was gonna be. Him or JoJo, you know? I ain't get up on Pappy during his time. I was a LASD dot fan. And see, that was another thing that drill music had did to us. A lot of us. I ain't gonna say me, because I never really was biased, but if you are older drill fan now, because some of us was in our teens and now we grown as hell, you know, or early 20s and now we grown as hell. So you could look back and in hindsight, you could say, well, I ain't gonna lie. I liked it them. I was a fan of them, of the BDs. So I kind of didn't really fuck with the GDs like that. That's how this fan base has always been. It's like, if you was liking the BDs and what they had going on, you couldn't fuck with the GDs. If you was fucking with the GDs, and you couldn't fuck with the BDs. So everybody had their favorite characters, you know? So it was like, I felt like you probably didn't get on Pappy like that, because Pappy was up north, then he was a GD. And you was into what the BDs had going on. And so many BD artists, you ain't got time for no op-ass Pappy. In your mind, Pappy was a damn near op. Like, that's how the drill scene was. They turned you against each other. Doing an interview with Young Will, he pushing positivity, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That dude, Young Will, man, I got so much respect for that man. Straight up. That man, young Will, man. Man, shout out to young Will, man. Shout out to young Will, bro. Straight up, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. I got so much respect for you, gang. What you doing is really, truly transforming the city. Like, you really putting a footprint in them streets. Like, straight up. That's real positivity, what that nigga doing. Would you ever make and sell your own merch like hoodies and caps? I actually have my own merch out now. You can go check that out on Teesprings. I'm definitely looking for a new vendor, though. If y'all know any vendors, man, DM me on Instagram. I'm looking for a new vendor. Their shipments are taking a little bit of time. It started when Trump started messing with them people about them damn tariffs and shit. That's when it started, you know? Like, for real, dude been doing too much. But anyway, Baba and them running out the hoods to end it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what Baba and them. Baba and that On the Couch TV, them niggas brave. For real, they brave, gang. They brave. I'm telling you, they brave. To sit there and hold the camera and ask questions, and you really gotta be focused on the interview to make it a good interview, knowing that these niggas beefing with dangerous people. Yo, back turned to, man, listen, man. I've done it, for real. I've done it, straight up. I ain't gonna lie, my boy, shout out Black Gay Benzo. Benzo even said something about it. Even though motherfucker had security like that, man, when I was in Black Gay right there, like, at first, I was a little uneasy because how I was filming, it was like I had my back to a motherfucking, a little gangway. Like, I'm like, man, any motherfucker come through here, I'll be the first motherfucker get hit. So I had to, you feel me? But I'm telling y'all, that shit is extremely dangerous. So shout out to Baba, man, and On the Couch TV. Real talk. Flex Sinatra. I never heard of Flex Sinatra. Shout out to him, though. Nah, man. L.A. Capone, one of the best to ever do it, now. Drill gang. His name stamped in the drill, in the drill scene. Forever. Excuse me. The weather change. I'm coming down with him. Look, Cole. He sold his soul to the devil and the price was cheap. At least he got a happy meal. Who's that? Who sold their soul to the devil? Yeah, definitely King Louis. It's a thin line between genius and madness. That's a fact. So I want to get out on him or something. Yeah, he just dropped 20 Yeezy slides to make a statement. Double tap the screen. Y'all make sure y'all double tap that screen, man. I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker Montana, he cold, though. Oh, Kanye West, he ain't that smart. He sold his soul to the devil and the price was cheap. He got a happy meal. I mean, I can't say whether he sold his soul or not. I know one thing. Shit. Once you get all that money like that, I know it's got to be a different type of beast. Bump J, man. Bump J definitely. Bump J top 10. Yeah, hell yeah. Bump J definitely top 10. He go crazy. He go crazy. I rock with Bump J. I kind of missed the Bump J era. You know what I'm saying? I was like locked up type shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Terrence, man. Yeah, Pappy. Yeah, as far as lyrics, he is. What is to gain the whole world but lose your soul in the process? Hope you're having a great day, love, from Dr. Souls. May God bless all you do. Shout out to you, Doc. I don't know about the, you could have left a little love out. That kind of sound, it just kind of sound a little different. Sound a little, But I appreciate you, gang. Shout out to you. What is it to gain the whole world but lose your soul in the process? That's a good question. Common do or die consequence. Kanye Twister, Bump J, set up that Chicago sound. A lot of people don't remember Right on Time. Right on Time, that was my shit. They went crazy. And then, like, before that, for real, before I started listening to rap, it was just, like, house music and shit like that. It's time for the percolator, that type shit. Pac-Man coined the drill effect. He did that. And he always gets, I notice everybody now gives Pac-Man, yeah, they give Pac-Man his due. They do that. At first they wasn't, but now they do. I guess since they realized, like, damn, everybody know, like, who started the shit or who started calling it that. What happened to that Chicago World News dude? He moved to Miami. Yeah, he moved to Miami. He got up out of Chicago. I think he had got locked up, too. You had that scene from Belly in your intro. What was Crucial Conflict in there? That was classic. Yeah, hell yeah. Crucial Conflict, they was with the nigga Rico in Nebraska. SNTV, what you about? I guess he's saying what you know about the Detroit music groove getting into Chicago. I rock with Detroit. I'ma just leave it at that. Like, I rock with Detroit wholeheartedly. Like, Detroit, like, I fuck with Detroit. Straight up. Shout out to my boy, man, Sada Baby. Trying to get out there soon, gang. I'm gonna do something. We got to do something. 26 Bunny motherfuckers still around. I heard of them verse Land Kings used to crack 2018. 26 Bunny motherfuckers. I ain't never really came in contact with none of them. Chicago World News moved to Miami. He still vlogs. The Angelo Fo video was really good. I appreciate that, gang. He the police. They made that clear in the Y'all Melly trial. Okay. Keep doing you, Jamaica. That's what's up, gang. I'm going back live Sunday, man. Y'all make sure that y'all tune in, man, and be ready for that. Be ready for that content that I got for y'all tomorrow, man. It's your boy SN. I'm out.